Hi everyone, I'm Rita with Everything Homemade, and this is the 8th video in the series on how to garden. And it's exciting because the cucumbers, the broccoli, the kale, they're all coming up, and we are day 4. So these were planted the morning of April 30th, and they are up here the morning of May 4th. So take a look here really quickly. This one here is kale. You got nice little sprouts coming there, and it is a very cool rainy day outside. It is actually really cool, which is awesome for the kale and broccoli. It is not so awesome for the cucumbers. If you take a look, they really sprouted overnight. I noticed too that the zucchini won't be that far along, and so we're gonna put these upstairs into Ocean's room because it is cool unless we start getting some sun this afternoon, and I'll start putting them outside tomorrow. So what I'm gonna do here is sometimes when cucumbers come up, they really move the dirt, and I'm just gonna kind of press the dirt down a little bit more just to strengthen my little cucumber plants here. As you can see, this one's coming up. There's a little guy right here, and there's one right over here. So they're definitely coming up. This one here, you can kind of see the roots. This one looks interesting right here. You can kind of see the little roots, and he looks really interesting there. When he does bring up its head, I will probably add a little bit more dirt here just to cover up those roots. So for the moment, let's take the kale outside. So this is where all the other plants are right now, and you can see here underneath, this one here is broccoli, and it is coming up like crazy. Look at that. You can just see all the little sprouts everywhere, and here's a cluster of sprouts. I'm just going to free up. You can see how the dirt is splitting. You got tons of sprouts coming. I just kind of move the dirt a little bit, and there they go. So they're going to sprout right up there, and I'm just going to put them down here. Hey you guys, guess what? I was actually just about to edit what I filmed yesterday really quick to get it onto YouTube, and then all of these, look at them, all of these are germinating. Yesterday I filmed all of these, where is it? These 3 here. I can't even remember which pot. This one, and this one. There you go. Germinated yesterday. Now we have the zucchini coming up this morning. We have pumpkin coming up, but I got a couple of things to show you, and I'm just gonna combine it on this video just because it's happening so quick. I have my trusty, we call this my first aid. This is how we get slivers out. There's some pins here, there's some tweezers. It just goes into my cabinet with essential oils. Anyway, but you see how these plants right here, seed is actually stuck to the leaf, and if the seed doesn't come off, it's going to end up preventing these, what they're called false leaves, from coming out, and then basically the plant usually dies. So we got a problem here with a couple of plants. I'm just going to organize this a moment. Okay, so what I do is there's a couple options. You can take your hand and you can gently pull that off, but you risk breaking these really fragile stems. So what I like to do is I like to get just a needle. Be creative here, you guys, too. And I like to find a spot where I can get my needle around it. There, this side would be better. You see how this one here is the seed is kind of, the outer layer is kind of pushing off on this side a little better. So very delicately, I am going to put my needle, my pin I should say, underneath, and it's stuck on there pretty good, pretty tight. And pray that I don't break this guy. And then I'm going to see if I can't slip it off. So I'm gonna see if I can grab my tweezers here and get underneath here. Just gonna loosen it up a little because it's on there pretty insanely tight. And at the bottom here, you see that little lip right here? Free this dude a little bit more. Okay, let's see if I can get my... Sometimes this is like a real delicate procedure. Oh, come on, we can do it. Yes, I talk to my plants, you guys. Oh, come on. Oh. There we go, we got a little bit more off. I don't want to wreck the leaf. I kind of puncture the leaf a little. Oh, man. He's on there tight there. Okay, I'm going to see if I can hold that, put counter pressure, counter force, I should say. And this is wet, too, so the seeds should really pop, the outer layer should pop up fairly easy because a lot of times when they're wet, the seeds, but we got the sun coming here and I want this guy opening. So I'm just going to continue to work here. I'm going to turn the container around. Oh, come on. Always run the risk of snapping it. Oh, there we go. Right on. So, he's free. Okay, let's try. Hopefully these ones come off a little bit easier. So there you go. I've just got this one peeling. This one's coming off a lot simpler. See that? You see that, Nova?
Yeah.
There you go. Freed him. And then there's this skin. I'm just gonna, there you go. That one's free. That one went a lot easier. And then this guy here, I'm just gonna get with the pin and pull it off. So that one went a little bit easier too. So there you go. That's what I do if the seeds are still stuck, the outer shell still stuck. And sometimes I do that to tomatoes, plants, anything with a little bit of a harder seed. Sometimes this seed just doesn't open up all the way. So there you have it. Now they'll actually open up. So just watch for that, and that happens. A simple pin works really well, and sometimes just the old-fashioned tweezers work great, but you don't ever want to just kind of yank, because the stems right here, they're so fragile that you will snap them, and you just feel awful when you break your poor plant because you know you just killed it. So that's the update here. On to the update as yesterday. So that is it. Thanks so much for watching. All the links to everything is in the description box below. And thank you so much for following along with us. And I will see you on the next video.